All right, so Thursdays aren't complete without an art display, and we have been joined by Fashakin Michael, prolific painter and art educator who has participated in many group art exhibitions and also has one of his own. You are welcome. Do I call you Fash?
Thank you very much. You're free to call me Fash.
It's good to have you, Fash. All righty, so, man, Fash, you have quite a unique style when it comes to your art. Mostly, I can see that it's abstract, but what would you call your kind of art?
Well, it's difficult for me to actually classify myself in any of the available isms in art, because I get fascinated by materials.
Okay.
Most of the time, I experiment. So this season, you may find me working with this, and then the next, you may find me working with something else. So I found it difficult to classify myself too, but you know, most of the time, no artist can actually classify himself.
Okay.
The art historians and the collectors will say, oh, this is what I have seen about him.
Okay.
So it's difficult for me to say this is what I do. What I know is that I do art.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm going to start here with these abstract forms here.
Yes.
I don't know what you were thinking, but I think it's left to the person who's observing to actually, you know, decide what it means to them. But would you take us through this now? First of all, I noticed that in any way, shape, or form, they still...
Thank you.
They're still what they are.
Right.
You know, you make it what it is,
yes,
sort of,
yes.
as the viewer.
Yes.
And so talk us through these, please.
Now, that particular one over there,
this.
I titled it Faces. Now,
Okay.
faces in what sense? Whichever way you see it, it's still a face.
Yeah.
Like you say in Yoruba language that says that ohun tó kọjú sẹ́nìkan, ẹ̀yìn ló kọ sẹ́lòmíì, bí ìlú gangan. Now, the talking drum has two faces, right?
Yeah.
Right? Whichever way you see it from is still the talking drum.
Still the talking drum.
And every side looks like it.
Yeah.
So, looking at this, you can place it in any direction.
Yeah.
And it will still do the same thing to you. Now, to an extent, if you place it in a particular angle, you might be seeing a rocket.
Yes, sort of, yes. Sort of, yes, there.
Now, you can as well see a smiley.
Yes, there. I think... Very interesting.
It's just the way you place it, that's what you get. Now, this one is just like moving up the mountain, moving up the hill.
Progression.
Where we have the different layers of soil and then different minerals.
Okay.
Untapped underground, and then the surface is just what we have been working on.
Okay. Yeah.
And the last one is just working about textures, lines, and that actually was the beginning of this particular style.
Okay, okay, very nice.
And so
very
I
nice.
decided to use some lines and some text.
So you used the word experiment before, and earlier when we were talking, you said that this piece right here next to me was an experiment.
Yes,
but by far, this is actually my best one. You know why? Because it's not just 2D like the rest, it's actually 3D. I see here that you used the calabash, and then there's some tin foil there, if I'm not mistaken, and the platform which is on is actually wooden, which is painted into colors. But the fun thing about this, if you can capture this, if you're capturing this, is that if I was to lift this up and put it flat on a table, it would still be a fantastic display on a desk.
That is it.
Sitting flat on a desk.
That is it.
That's very interesting. So what's the idea behind this, and what is it called?
All right, the title of this is about unity. And if you look around the calabash, we have people holding hands.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, but there are some spotlights surrounding calabash and then other part of the metaphor. I have discovered that Nigerians outside Nigeria are actually making it big. I've discovered that in Nigeria, we have the best in the world here in Nigeria. But Nigeria is not the best country in the world.
Yeah, well.
Now, meaning that we have spotlights of great men and women all over. But we've not been able to harness the strength in diversity in order to form a formidable force for us to have a great country. Yeah. So that's just the message behind that one. But I've tried to experiment, bringing the wood, which is the calabash.
All different materials on there.
Bringing the metaphor from another word on its own. Bringing the colors, I mean, the acrylic and the oil from another word. Bringing all of them together as part of the message also that if we come together, we can form a piece that looks beautiful. And thank God you said this is the best of the works that you've seen here.
There's also something about the way you sound. It sounds like you do this a lot. You talk a lot about art. I noted that you are an educator.
Yes.
Tell us about that. How do you educate people about art?
Okay, well, I've had the chance of teaching in so many schools in Lagos and in Ogun State. I think the baptism was done when I started my NYSC.
Okay.
I never thought of that, even though when I was in primary and secondary school, I was a shy person. I wouldn't want to even speak, but I think that brought out the oratory part of me.
I can see that. I can see that.
Over time, I've been doing the talking and talking.
You've harnessed it, like you said. We have other art pieces that we can't absolutely follow through with, but I'd like to say that they're very interesting one, especially that one all the way over there, which right off the bat I knew was Ibadan, and I told you so when you came in. I love it. It's very interesting. You can see the tin roofs, the what do you call it, rusting tin roofs of Ibadan. On certain hills, when you stand in Ibadan, you see this.
Yes.
Well, Fash, it is great to have you here. I wish we could talk some more. Maybe we can the next time you come around.
No problem.
But great to have you here. Thank you very much.
I'm very glad to
Yes,
be here
indeed.
too. Thank you very much.
Do stay tuned and still Wake Up Nigeria. We're looking forward to the second hour. Let's go.